All right. Welcome back, you inglorious bastards and magnificent. It is Nakamo, and we're back for another thought of the day. And today we're going to talk about this retarded social media purge that's happening tonight. This censorship bullshit is getting way out of hand. Like not only like we were already kicked off of Facebook and Twitter, and my private Twitter is now gone, and apparently Parlor is going to be gone, but we'll get into all of that later as we get into this damn podcast. So, how are you guys doing this glorious day? You enjoying the circus shenanigans that are coming out of the United States government during this year, the 2021? I swear to God, we're probably going to be at war by the end of the year. So, the Capitol mess is still in the news, and the response to it is overwhelmingly ignorant. Too much censorship. So please like, subscribe, share, follow on these all the media platforms that we have left. Well, this one actually has a midnight tonight. Last night, this one's probably down. We'll get into that. But share, listen, subscribe, follow, review, help us, really help us. Actually, the best way to see everything is go directly to the website and join the email list at www.that'sonpoint.squarespace.com. Getting it directly from the horse's mouth. It's the best way you can help us beat this censorship BS, because it's only going to get worse. They've been like, there's been 2 or 3 apocalypses. There's been 2 or 3 purges already. Like, this has been coming. This has been working up the pipeline for some time now. So if you haven't got onto alt tech, now's the time to jump onto alt tech, like Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey, Minds, Parlor if it comes back up within a week, Instagram, Gab, Telegram. I mean, there's a bunch of alt tech sites that are just waiting for users to use, because the tech monopolies have a monopoly on the damn tech, and it gotta end. Like, their monopoly is so bad that they can't monopolize Parlor, but they can shut down its web hosting services because kick it from web hosting services because it refuses to censor people. Like, this government enforced oligarchical monopoly bullshit needs to end. I'm like this far away from being like the Capitol. What happened at the Capitol is justified. I'm like that. This is how the government's pushing me. Their response to it doesn't make me like. It makes it worse. It just makes it so much damn worse. Like kicking the president off of Twitter and censoring the POTUS account before the 20th, before he's actually not the president anymore. That's kind of highly illegal. Nancy Pelosi, which is off topic from the censorship or communications purge, but she literally asked Pentagon officials to stop listening to Trump. That amounts to a military coup, and she hasn't been arrested. Same with Swalwell, who was sleeping with Chinese intelligence spy, but he's on the intelligence committee. The purge is only going to get worse. These people are now in power. They're in full control of the United States government. They control the executive branch, they control the House, and they control the Senate. And all they have to do is stack the court, and there's nothing going to stop them from implementing more of these rules. They want to make truth and reconciliation lists. They're already talking about blaming people, like the regular people, for like voting for people. They're so afraid of fascism that they became the most fascist regime in United States history. You can't make this crap up. You really can't. They really. I think it's worse is coming. I think they're gonna like do something real bad that's gonna cause people to want to go to war. That's why they're cutting down communication. That's the first thing you do. You keep your enemy from being able to communicate. You cut off lines of communication. That's the first thing you do in a war. And here we are. Like they've been doing it gradually, and then they just did one big ass dump because they had to do it all at once because they weren't going to get away with it otherwise. People weren't gonna be happy, and they were gonna rebel. I still think they're gonna rebel. I really believe we're gonna be at war by the end of the year if this censorship stuff continues. I really hope Parler can get back up. They can find another web hosting service that'll be man enough to actually accept their service, like their patronage, because Apple and Amazon suck balls. They suck big ass donkey balls. Sorry for not shutting my phone. I did. Why did you make a noise? That's weird. I think I turned it all the way down, but it's still making noises. Technology hates me. But yeah, so we're gonna be on BitChute mostly, rather than and Rumble, but Rumble will probably get shut down. But rather than YouTube, we're gonna do less on YouTube. We're not gonna update as much. We will update it, but we're not focusing on that site anymore either, because that's probably the next to go. They're just as authoritarian as the rest of it, so I assume they're going to be stopped. They're going to be cutting speech. Like they pushed up the thing if you talk about the election and fraud and try to link it to a certain someone and whatnot, that they'll cut your videos off. And I hope they don't cut this video off for just mentioning that. But if they do, whatever. It is what it is. You can get it on the website, like I said, www.thatsonpoint.squarespace.com. You can watch it on Rumble and BitChute. And you can get a hold of me on Minds and Gab and Instagram. And we'll just keep on trucking. We'll figure out how to make this work. You're not going to shut my mouth. You're going to have to put me in a body bag if you want me to shut my mouth. My free speech is my right, and I will utilize it no matter what the punishment is. No matter what you try to do to me, I will utilize my free speech, and you can fuck right off. I'm not going to listen to you. The communication purge, it's just got to end. It's so asinine that I'm just not listening to it. And anybody that participates in it, they're going to lose my patronage. Like I'll maintain the YouTube channel just so people can't pretend to be me, but I'm not. I don't know if they will, because I'm not that famous. But I refuse to censor my speech. Just saying.